morning everyone, my name's Ali. This is the video that everyone's been asking for. Everyone wants to know what my brand new car was. I got it, I think, almost over a month ago now, so I apologise for not doing a video earlier, but I thought, you know what, let's just get it out the way. Let's just show you guys. This is my first car. I absolutely love it. I've been driving it a load, so I thought, let's show you guys, and so many of you guys are asking. Now, before we get into it, I want to get out the way straight away that normally when I show you guys stuff, be it like maybe my new computer, new headphones, or something gaming related, it makes sense to show you guys because it's going to be benefiting my channel, or you guys are interested in it. When it comes to something like a car, this is literally a personal purchase. It has nothing to do with my channel, doesn't really affect you guys in any way, so I don't want this to be like, oh, look at my car kind of thing. This is literally just, you know, sharing a part of my life with you guys since you guys are interested, so hopefully you guys understand that. On top of that, I know some of you guys may not like the car, some of you guys may love the car. There's always going to be opinions on cars. Everyone's got their own choice, but this is what I ended up going for. So let's jump out and take a look on the outside and see what this thing's made of. So this is the Audi A1 Black Edition, which is the top spec model you can get. It's got nice alloys, nice neon lights, blacked out windows, a little bit of a spoiler, and it's a fairly small car, and it's really nice to drive. It's a 1.4 petrol manual, and it's actually pretty rapid considering it's only a 1.4. I actually wanted it in grey, but it was actually a model from last year. They were making a new 2015 model. I didn't like that model as much, so I had to order a car they had in stock at the time, and white was the only one they had. And if I wanted to go for anything nicer, the insurance on the car would be astronomical. Like here in the UK, if I went for anything sportier, I'd be paying thousands and thousands of thousands a year just to be able to drive the car, which is crazy. But for a first car, I'm really happy with it, and it is a load of fun. So let's go back inside and I'll show you guys my favourite part of the car, which is definitely going to be the audio system. It's a manual car. I love manuals. I learned to drive a manual. I don't think I could drive an automatic. It'd probably bore me quite a bit. I don't know, but I've got a really cool USB port here so I can charge my phone and have a sat nav plugged in. You've got some cool dials, heating stuff, audio stuff, screen with stuff on it. My phone will probably link up to that in a second. More stuff. This button here, I think, if the car's in neutral and you stop, the car will turn its engine off, and then when you start again, it will turn it back on, and you can control it with that. You've actually got some nice lights just under like the doors and stuff. Now in the back of the car, I've honestly never been in the back of the car. It's only a 3-door, so I don't need to worry about getting in and out of the back, luckily. Kind of lack of room for headspace, but I'm never in there, so it's not my problem, luckily. You've got some cool dials and stuff. If this wheel was straight, which it's not at the moment, you can actually change the volume with the little dials as you're driving along, so you don't have to take your hand off it. It's got lots of cool dials here. Maybe you're interested in all of this stuff. I don't know, maybe you're not. But yeah, this is, I guess, a general look at the car. And I'll tell you guys a funny story. So I started to learn to drive probably like 2.5 years ago, after I'd left college and, you know, was doing YouTube full time. And I had lessons quite regularly, maybe for a few months or so. Things were going well, but I never bothered with the theory. I'd never done the theory at all. My teacher was like, look, you need to do the theory, just get it out of the way. It will help you with your actual driving because you'll know the road signs and everything, and then you can move on to your actual test. And then like a year later, still hadn't done my theory, finally booked in, and I think I went to the test and I failed it. This guy didn't take the theory seriously. I was like, it can't be that hard, surely. But there's a lot of questions in the theory test, believe it or not. They changed it, I think, last year. And if you don't know like a decent amount of the questions, you're not going to pass. So I ended up doing the theory test like 7 times, and I think 4 out of the 7 times I didn't even go to the test. Like one time I booked it at 8 AM and I was like, I'm not getting up at 8 AM. One time I think I went to Canada and completely missed it. I just didn't take it seriously. It was completely my own fault. But eventually passed the theory test. I was like, boom, baby, it's time to go and do the real thing. So went and booked the real test, and I thought it was going to be on December the 3rd. So December the 3rd rolls around, and my driving instructor was like, look, you need your provisional license and the paper part of your license, or you can't do your test. Half an hour before my test, could I find the paper part of my license? No. You may remember this on Twitter. I was freaking out. I was like, guys, I can't do my test. I've screwed up. I'm going to have to rebook, and you've got to wait like several months for another space to become free to do the actual test. And then 20 minutes before the test, I found it just behind the cupboard that you actually see in all of my videos. It was stacked in one of the shelves. I was like, boys, yes, let's go to the test. And my instructor came over, we rushed over to the test, and then we were waiting, and there were some other people ready for their test. They all left, and then we were sitting there, we're like, where's my like instructor to do the test? Like, what's going on here? And we asked someone, and they're like, you don't have a test today. And I was like, what? I was like, have I missed it? Did I never book it? And it's like, your test's tomorrow. And I was like, all right, at least I've got a test, but I've come on the wrong day. So I ended up finding the paper part of a license and having everything ready for the test, but it was the following day. Now, I was actually going off to Las Vegas the day after, so I really wanted to pass this test and just get it out the way. So the day rolls around, the test comes, I'm quite chilled, and I end up going on a really nice route, and it wasn't very busy at all. And we come back from the test, and I'm sitting here, and he's writing notes, and I remember him, like, writing on his paper as we were driving. And normally, if the instructor's writing on their paper, then you've probably done something wrong, right? And he was like, yeah, you've passed. I was like, sick. And he's like, and I was like, well, like, did I get any minors? Did I do anything wrong? And he's like, no, you got no minors. It was a perfect drive. And I was like, boys, yes. So that's the story of how I eventually passed. Took me a long, long time. I know if you're in different countries, like America especially, you learn, like, it was young as 16. So I'm 21, so learning this late is, you know, quite old, to be honest, quite old. But I love this car. Thought I'd share it with you guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed a little bit of a story there and a little bit of a look at my car. So I'm just about to finish editing this video, and I realised I didn't show you guys the awesome sound system in this car. If I'm ever stressed out, if I'm ever bored, if I just want to do something different, I'll get a playlist ready on YouTube. I often tweet out some of the songs I'm enjoying on Twitter. Set up the playlist, click play, plug in my iPhone, and just cruise around because it sounds so good in this car. It's absolutely awesome. And of course, a big thanks to you guys for allowing me to get a crazy car like this, for supporting all of my videos over the years. It's absolutely insane. Hopefully things continue to go well. Just a big thank you. You guys are absolutely epic. I cannot thank you guys enough. And I'll see you guys on another video.